Good morning. Myself Raidu. I have done PG Neural Networks in Giant University. Today we are discussing the chapter that is Human Eye based on mind mapping method. It's 10th standard physics. Mind mapping is an ultimate technique to learn very easily of the chapter. This is the mind mapping method for the chapter. These are the characteristics of the human eye. Human eye structure will be like this: iris, retina, and the other parts. How those will get functioning, we could say very deeply here, and the defects of this process. This is the total mind mapping method for the chapter. Mind mapping is an ultimate technique. Here, the light, how the light will be observed by the eye, that we could see. See, eye vision, clear vision, 25 centimeters. If less than 25 centimeters of any object image that the eye cannot see, angle of vision is 60 degrees, like this, not 180 degrees. So, the 60 degrees of this eyesight will be like that, either that or either like this. That is the eye vision of 60 degrees. Here is the eye structure. Clearly, the lens adjusting and iris, pupil, and ciliary muscles, retina, optic nerve, and cornea. Iris. Iris is the muscular diaphragm. Iris is the muscular diaphragm and colored part. It controls the amount of light. If more amount of light whenever the eye face, the iris will control the light. So it is the controller to the eye. So iris, whenever we go to the any other bank related transactions, that will ask the iris password. So in the other, we have given iris as a password of that identical man. Here, so this iris will control the amount of excess light. So if excess light it faces by the eye, it will control. Next, retina. Retina is actually 2.5 centimeters in object's distance. Actually, if the object is 2.4 centimeters, so this retina can't observe that object's image. So if it exceeds, then only the image of that object will be looked by this part. Next, cornea. This is located here before the lens adjuster. Transparent protective membrane. So it's like a transparent part. It's a membrane. So to see very clearly, this could useful to the eye muscles. Next, this is aqueous humor. Image formation will be happen here. So this is located between the cornea and lens. So here, this aqueous humor, that image formation, image maximization or image minimization. So image means the representative structure of a body. So object means it's a thing which has some representative structure. So that image is the representative thing for the object. So this image actually formation will be maximum. IMAX cinema halls we know. So actually it's 4 times bigger than the normal 70 screen of the cinema hall. So very big images we could see there, and very transparent images will be possible to see there. So IMAX, I means image, maximum means maximum, max. I mean image minimum, image maximum. This will be controlled by this aqueous humor. Next, retina. Retina is located between the lens and the retina. The distance is 2.5 centimeters. So if more distance is there means some people will see very nearby the objects. So if it is less than even 2.5 centimeters, if the location of the retina is more than this 2.5 centimeters to the lens adjuster of the eye, then the people is able to see that objects also, but not clearly. So the clear vision of the image will be 2.5 centimeters to the retina. Then only the eye is able to see the objects very clearly. Optic nerve. This is the optic nerve. It will control and hold the or parts, and it's like a predictor to that sensitive parts. So structure of human eye will be like this. High vision, the clear vision, that is angle of vision we know. The defects, myopia, that means distance problem. Myopia means distance problem. Some people have unable to see the very longer objects, image are longer objects, and some other people are unable to see the very near objects. So that is the problem of myopia. So if myopia is faced by that people, so they would get definitely the property of this longer or shorter distance problem. Cannot see the objects at long distance. Nearsightedness. Nearsightedness we know. That means near object can't see by this eye. Focal length is less than 25 centimeters. Focal length is the length between the this iris and the object's image or center of the object. For example, iris here, object is there. Middle part is the focal length of that distance between these two parts. That is focal length. Next, this defect, second defect is hypermetropia. Hypermetropia means far-sightedness and can't see near objects. Near objects they can't see. Even far-sightedness means longer objects also they can't see. That is the hypermetropia. Cannot see the object at near distance, far-sightedness, and the focal length is greater than 2.27 centimeters. Focal length, that is iris to the object's center part of the object. So between that some equal distance is there. That is the focal length. Beyond the retina and double convex lens. Convex lens we know. Far away lens adjusting and nearby lens adjusting. That is concave. Convex means very far away distances. So those are, see, myopia. Concave lens. Concave lens means, see, this is the lens adjusting inside the eye. This is the lens adjusting concave. So the object moving, if near to the retina, so the properties will be like that. Here, hypermetropia, it is, see, if object is getting distance from here, so far sightness will come to this retina. Even here, lens adjusting, it will try. Focal length here. Focal length is here. So if focal length increases, so far sightness it will fade. If focal length decreases, near sightness will fade. That is hypermetropia. Next one, presbyopia. Accommodation. Accommodation means adjusting of the focal length beyond the comfortability up to the eye or this iris. So focal length adjusting, then that will accommodate like this with aging. So while increasing the age, the focal length problem will come to the eyesight. Nearby, distantly, and ciliary muscles, aged people can face this. Definitely they will face convex and concave lenses. Concave, convex. That will be like this. If the image of the object is coming to this focal length very nearly, then that unable to see the even very near object also. Next, characteristics. This is the scattering, dispersion. So scattering, that is dispersion of the images, atmosphere, atoms and molecules. Light absorbed and energy. This is the sunlight, atom, scattered light. That means light will be repulsion like this here. Next, light absorbed energy, height, frequency. If height is increases, the light will be decreases. Lighting. Blue color of sky, that will scattered blue components, white light, N2 and O2, nitrogen and oxygen, that will be in the light blue colors. Sizes of molecules. So like this, the light's properties will be observed by the eye. Dispersion, splitting, white light, Weber we know. V, violet, ink blue, green, white, that means yellow, orange, red. So Weber, that means in the rainbow we could see through the one drop of water. So if some drop of water, if it fetches, so that light will penetrate beyond this Weber colors. So for example, see this water drop, this is incident ray, this is the reflected ray. So incident ray will be blue, here is red. So 420 degrees, 40 degrees like this. So incident rays angles will be bended like this, violet, red. How it is getting angles means depends on that size of the water drop. So whenever rain comes, if sun is there between the solar energy, that is solar light, and far away, that is any screen, that is nature is the screen. So through that water, the colors will get scattering like this. So this is the total contentment of the chapter of eye chapter. So 10th standard physics it is. So based on the mind mapping, the contentment will be like this. So mind mapping is an ultimate technique to empower the memory bandwidth. So mind mapping method will be like this. For each and every chapter, we have to architecture the mind mapping like this by giving different colors to the different concept of this chapter. So mind mapping is an ultimate technique to execute very perfectly of any data or any kind of information. So that shall be stored inside the brain for a long time. You will never forget. Whenever you want to present that information which was learned by the mind mapping method, that shall be presented very richly, even in the demonstration or anywhere else. You can present very potentially. Okay, thank you very much.